Val?
I can hear you, right? Oh, hey. Yeah. Hello.
How are you?
Oh, it's been so long.
It's been so long. How are you? How's everything going?
Today I've been talking all day, so I've got the sore throat a little bit. You know, when you talk too much.
I do, because usually I spend my days in a quiet mood as well, like working in the computer and things like that. And when I have to talk more than I'm used to, I feel this.
Now living alone is like living in silence.
Yeah,
Right?
I totally agree.
I am eating. I am eating.
Go for it. I just had lunch as well. Now I'm having a cup of coffee.
What did you have for lunch?
Cannelloni. I love it. It wasn't cannelloni. It was do you say the same? Rondelli? Rondelli. I don't know if you guys say that in Italian.
Yeah, probably. Is it
it's like yeah. How can I explain? It's like an spiral made out of pasta.
The cannelloni that I know, they are kind of tubes.
Yeah, the cannelloni, they are tubes, but the rondelli, I'm not sure if you guys say that in Italian. It's this kind of spiral, and it's filled with cheese or spinach, whatever you want, you know, like it's really nice.
It sounds delicious. Oven baked?
Yeah.
Really good. When we can, are you in the UK?
Not yet. I'm leaving on Friday, and I'm going to arrive on Saturday, but I'll have to go through the hotel quarantine.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'll be there on Saturday.
Yeah, but can you do the quarantine at home, or do you have to go in a specific hotel?
I have to go in at a specific hotel.
No.
Because I'm leaving Brazil, and Brazil is in the red list.
Right.
So they are asking people who are traveling from Brazil and from other countries in the red list to stay in the hotels.
Right.
But it was a kind of a blind date, because when I went to book the hotel, I didn't know where they were going to put me. Right. So you book it, and then you receive an email, and there will be the name of the hotel where you're staying there.
So basically, all the passengers of that flight are going to be in that hotel?
Not really, because we do not have direct flights to England. So I'm going to stop to make a connection flight on Switzerland. And I believe a lot of people will stay there instead of going to the UK, I think. But I believe the people who will go with me, they will be in the same hotel or in a hotel nearby or something like that.
They have to sort this out. I mean, they will.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh. But.
And how's everything going with the whole journey? Because I was not able to join you guys in the last two workshops. How were they?
It was nice. We had one with Letitia, and we talk about menopause and perception of menopause, and we have placed the PowerPoint on the website, so you can look at that, and there are all the introductions, and she guided us to write a poem in a very interesting way, and that the steps to make it are there. I am going to post a video of some type. We have to solve a GDPR agreement issue. No issue, well, yeah, an issue with the GDPR.
Reminding me of that, because there is a new document. No, that is updated.
That one is not to be signed, it's just to read. Adrian changed a little thing.
Okay.
So just to update everybody. Then what else? Today and yesterday, all this week, well, it's just 2 days, but it feels 7 days. I've had many meetings with the university because, of course, we are discussing if to have the physical show or not. And they still don't know if it's possible to have a degree show. But in any case, I'm working with them, say that we are going to have either a physical show or maybe an online show. And there is the possibility we can either choose as a group to do this or not, but today it seems that we might be able to host a few workshops during the exhibition period. So I was thinking to bring it back to the group to see if, like you and all the others who already delivered workshop, we want to make them again or change them, make something new. Because if there is going to be an online workshop, oh, Dia is here. If there is going to be an online workshop, an online degree, then we can have a space to make things happen live.
Yeah, it's going to be
as if it was a festival.
Yeah.
Hi, Dia. Hello. We cannot see you now, but it's okay. How are you?
I'm good. We're at the park, so it might be noisy. You can mute me.
Yeah, but can you see us?
I can see you. Can you see me?
No.
Not yet.
I'm not sure. I'm on my phone, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Don't worry.
There we go.
Wow, such a nice day.
There you are.
Oh, you want to go high? Okay.
We're gonna wait a little longer. If it's okay.
Pushing her on the swing.
Yeah, sweetheart. We can wait a little bit longer. Rihanna is gonna join us in 5 minutes.
Okay.
She ran a little late. Maybe there is a delivery for me. Well, we'll see if he's
okay. Here. Say hi.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Wanted to say hi.
Is it cold?
For me, yes. And for you guys, it's probably warm. But you know, we get cold when it's 60 or 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And you probably laugh. I don't know the Celsius, but
I can't remember this exactly. I can't remember the Celsius. Let's see. I'm gonna.
I don't know.
Celsius.
It's freezing. And if you were here, you'd probably be like, "Oh, it's such a nice sunny day." Okay.
Oh well, I cannot find it. Here we are.
Oh yeah, I can look it up for you later.
But I think that 80 degree Fahrenheit, it's no, I don't know. No. Hello.
Hey.
I'm just gonna try something, especially for you, Dia. I'm gonna try and share this screen.
Okay.
And let's see what happened with your phone. Can you see it?
Yeah.
No, it's just a desktop with a mess.
I won't be able to read that though.
No, don't
just
worry.
on my phone.
So yeah, this is something I'm gonna show you later. So maybe I can zoom in quite a lot like that, and you would. Can you see it? But we're gonna make a video recording anyway, so that all of this is gonna be live on the website, and we can watch it again. And I can send the photographs of the digital images, so that we can have a reference as well.
Okay.
Good. Thank you, Val.
Yeah, absolutely. So, have you managed to start something of the pictures or something else?
For the Knicker project, no. But I've been thinking a lot about it. But I saw the deadline, so it's coming up. So then would I need to send it right away to get there by April 1st?
I actually don't know how long it will take, but then if you send it, I think 2 weeks would be sufficient.
Okay.
But then if I know that you're sending something, you can just take a photo of the object or the the response, and then I can put that on count. I'm going to be waiting for that. So
Okay.
it's just to have a physical reference at the beginning should we need to present something kind of complete. But the deadline for the university for installing everything is the 22nd of May. So I
Okay.
am kind of being mindful of time. So even
Yeah.
if you ship it, say on the 27th of March or in the week, let's see the calendar. Yeah, in the week of the 29th of March, even if it arrived around the 12th of April, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will
think
do my
mine
best.
is-
I'll try to work on it this weekend.
Mhm.
I don't get a lot of free time. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to go to meetings and everything, but I'm really just full time with her. So I have to get my mom to come over and watch her if I want to do anything.
Oh,
Or
okay.
on the weekend mornings, my husband will take her
Mhm.
and then I can have some free time. But I just get little like a couple hours here, an hour there.
Yeah, but I mean, in my mind, just the making process is a way to start conversations. So I'm very happy for something that is even unfinished, and then I can send it back to you because, in a sense, they are only to be there as a um, kind of witness of what we've been doing in the collaboration. So it doesn't have to be something perfect or something finished. It just can be the beginning of something.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me text to Rianne. Let's see where she is. Oh, how about you, Adriana?
Yeah, I
Oh,
have
does
been,
someone have a
been
Mickey
working on
Mouse?
mine, but I think mine will probably arrive in the first week of April, if that's fine, Val.
Yeah.
Because, or maybe before, because I'm not sure yet, but I'm planning to stop in Northampton on my way to Leeds once I leave the quarantine. So maybe I can take it to you into your door, but I will not stay there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, like just to hand it
Yeah,
into you so you
okay.
have
You
it
can
on
leave it
time.
on in a box or in a bag, and
Yeah, exactly. Mhm.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, that would be nice.
It will be ready. Like in my days in the hotel, I'm going to work to finish it. So
As I said, it doesn't have to be something out of this world. I think it's just it could be just half finished or in the process of working, and then we can even think. I'll show you later when Rian comes as well. Ideas of how to hang them, so you can even think of that and let me know so that I can hang them as you want. But
all
yeah,
right, sounds good. Mhm.
this exhibition is just a way to present this dialogue that has happened, and in a way it is useful for my degree, but also for funding bodies later on, because this one is completely self-funded, and we are hoping with Rianne to bring all of this documentation to funding bodies to say, right, we want money to make this happen, to pay the artists, to pay for all the materials and shipping costs, so to make it, to continue that really, but bigger.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
and in the UK, it's like that. Know that it works. Like if you have something ready, they will probably fund you. No,
I think so. It's just
I think so.
completely,
Yeah.
it's a very first attempt. There is quite a lot of research that can happen. The topic can
Without.
be even more specific. It could be, I don't know, about the transition from female body to male body and what happened during the bleeding, could be something very quite specific. Oh, Rihanna is here.
Nice.
Hey, Rianne.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
there we
hello.
go. Sorry for that suspense. Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, oh, wait a minute. I'm blinded by the light, but I'm not. Wait. There we go. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
Good.
okay. I've just texted Rianne. I've just texted Amber because
yeah.
I think she wanted to join as well. But we can start, I think.
Oh, bless you. Have you been waiting for me? You didn't have to. I was just going to join in.
Because I want to show you something that you don't know as well, because it's happened today.
What?
So, welcome to the co-curatorial conversation number 2. Last week we've met with a few of us, and we started talking a little bit about the installation and what can we place, how do we want to see the collaborations and the objects, installed in a physical space. So I've been working on a series of, let me share the screen. Apologize for any chaos in my computer, but it's a working space. So, where is it now? Right. This is a fake exhibition space that I've made on Photoshop. So,
okay?
I think, oh, sorry, that's it. So we were thinking
Hey,
to
you can
make
go.
a wall with some of the hexagons shapes with either some text or some images if we want to. And also we discussed of the fact that we wanted the physical objects, being the knickers and other type of responses installed in the space. So with what I have so far, I've been hanging them in my home.
Fantastic.
Can you see them all right?
Yeah.
So this is just, I only have 2 hoops. So right now I can just interchange them. So this is just, oh, I cannot go. It doesn't allow me to, right. Well, I have to do this manually.
If you mass open them,
Yeah.
if you open them all together, it should be able to do it.
It's true. I understood about that. Right.
There we go. Sorry.
Yeah. Nice. So yeah, this is just some tests. This is photograph of this actual knicker, and I don't know what I like most, if the real object or the print of the object in the hexagon. So these are just ideas on how things can be hanged. I've been taking close-up photos of the kind of hooks, details, a little bit commercial. This one here is very domestic, and I kind of really like the combination between the embroidery hoop and the home-like hook, which makes this object very home-like. Then I will introduce a little bit to the shape of the hexagon. During the previous months, I've been doing some analogies
I can't move it, okay?
between,
Just go on the other side.
actually, to understand the type of collaboration and how visually it works. And I make an analogy between the beehive, the bee as a community, and our collaboration. And I found that they work quite nicely because there is a sort of horizontal hierarchies. All the bees are working together in the make of the hive. So in a similar sense, although Rihanna and I have had the initial idea, I think that we might be the scouting bees, those that kind of find the tree where to prop the house, and then all of us together with the collaboration and making processes and the exchange and the dialogue, we are making this community, this sort of Wombenhood home. So yeah, that's the reason behind of the hexagon. Now you can see that there is a horrible reflection. In here, I've printed on a glossy surface, and I wanted to show you how bad it is. And next to it, you can see this other one, which is on a matte surface. This is only if some of us want to have some text or some digital images, we can print them on this debond surface. So yeah, this is without the reflection. But I was really thinking if there is an interest to show the physical objects, we can definitely find ways to put them on the walls. So yeah, this is it for now. And I took, Rian, yours. They are currently raw, meaning that they are not edited.
They're not edited yet. Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I want to see them.
Yeah. It will take time because it's raw.
Yeah, because it's a big file.
Right. Oh, I think it's in the other card.
Ah, the suspense.
Damn it.
Ah, well.
Let me take it, okay?
That's a nice picture, dear. I like that of the clouds. It's really nice.
This will take a little bit because, oh, Jesus, because I have to find the cable for the card reader. It might take
Oh,
longer.
don't worry too much about it, Belle. I'm sure you can send them over to me.
Yeah. Well, I can send them, yeah, to you or to everyone present today.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I just wanted to share those with you so that you might be thinking of how you might want to show your work. I know that, for example, I don't know if you've seen it. I'll show you this one before so we can have a conversation on that. I know that Amber was thinking of making something in a square format, or I don't know exactly what, but it
She
doesn't
wanted
have to
a
be-
plinth, basically. So she wanted something that was resting on a platform so that people can see it the whole way round. So it was more of like a sculpture format, a maquette format, than placing it on a wall or having it as a digital photo.
Yeah, we can look at that because, of course, there is a gallery space that I can use even to take good documentation photographs. But then there are going to be objects like this one, which is a Knicker shield. It's a wood and is a physical, quite heavy object. I don't know exactly the size of it as yet. I am waiting to receive it from America, from California, actually, Dia. So
Nice.
yeah.
What do you know? What part of California?
Oh man, no, I can't remember.
Oh,
Actually, I still don't know exactly the locality, but it was half an hour from Los Angeles, I think.
Oh, okay.
Rian, that's yours.
Ah, you did put it on a. Did I connect that? You did, because I said, or was that the other? I can't remember how many. No, because I've still got the third one I'm doing. So that's the one I just sent.
This is the
The
one.
middle bit on. Yeah.
It's a little dark because it's not edited. But
Yeah, nice, man.
you know, because it's not attached, I had to wrap it around so that it didn't flap all the way.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Kind of nice.
Yeah, it adds the minimalism to it. I like it.
Yeah, and this is the side, and I hooked it both. Maybe it's this one. I hooked it both in the more sort of commercial hook.
Yeah.
Or hook. And then probably even in the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I prefer the other one myself.
I
Personally.
like this one. So I was thinking maybe I'm gonna buy a few of them. It would be very cool if they were old. Sorry guys, I'm starving.
Sorry, they're from Wilco's anyway, aren't they? You get them from Wilco's.
I found it in this home where I am when
Yeah.
we bought it.
Because I've used them before in both types in exhibitions, and I got them from Wilco's. I'm sure you can get them from everywhere
Yeah.
else. But they're
Yeah.
really cheap.
So yeah, this is
Nice.
another
I like-
attempt. And then this one here. Now you see the table is my home, so it's not the gallery space. But I will take a better photo when we decide exactly how you want them to be hanged.
Yeah, this is where it gets.
Because I remember that you wanted them to be sort of out
Suspended, so they're pulled open. Yeah, so that it hangs.
Yeah.
You can see the gullet. It's the gullet. No, what is it? It begins with G anyway. That bit, well, groin, I suppose, whatever the hell it is, that middle bit, it hangs like that so that it looks like it's pouring out. I mean, that looks like it's pouring out, but I think the only way we can really do that is to get the hooks, attach thread, bulldog clip the sides and then the hooks and hang it somehow that way. But sadly, I can't come over and help you out with that.
No, that's not a problem. I can attempt things.
Yeah, I'd love to see what you do with it.
Okay. I just so knowing, does it has to be sort of, can it be close to the wall?
Yeah.
Because
honestly, yeah, go on, sorry.
I try to place it inside of the hoop, but it's impossible. So maybe I was thinking to repurpose maybe a hanger, or to have a hanger, or maybe a metal piece that can sit inside of the knicker. Maybe I can wrap them around and sew them like that, and that can hang on the wall.
Honestly, go crazy, have an experiment.
Not bad.
Okay. Thank you. There you go. You didn't hear that. You just saw the action of me sneezing really loudly, which is kind of weird. Yeah.
Do you want to say something? I see your hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're thinking about making a hanger, I've done it before, and I think it has a really nice look to it. Just using wire and either twisting it yourself to make your own kind of hanger, or using putting two ends together in like a screwdriver, like a drill, I mean.
Yeah.
And clamping the other ends or holding them securely, and it will twist it really, really tightly.
Yeah.
Or you can just do it by hand, but it can have a really nice look to it, being made yourself if you want to attempt it, rather than using like a regular hanger.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you can always paint it too, whatever color you want.
That's a great idea. Yeah. Do you recommend, because you use also fabric, do you recommend a specific type of metal? Do you recommend a specific type of metal? Maybe some rust?
Well, at our hardware stores, you can find it quite easily. And what gauge, I don't remember. You can play with a couple different kinds. I don't remember the measurement, the gauge of it, but you know, a medium type of gauge, so it's not too stiff. You can manipulate it with your hands, but it's not too thin. If it's too thin, you don't quite get the same effect, but you might have to experiment a little bit.
Yeah, fantastic.
There's loads of ways of us playing with that. The one I want to draw it. It's really annoying. Actually, do we do have the option on it? No, we don't.
We do.
To draw?
Not on top of that, but
no, but can I just draw something quickly, please?
Where was it? The whiteboard.
I
think you can. Can you?
Can I request remote control? Wait a minute.
Maybe
Oh
you-
no, wait. Let me request remote control.
I think I gave you.
Nice. Can you see it? Yes.
Can you do that?
You are controlling the screen. Fantastic. But I've got no choice to draw.
Nice.
Fantastic. No, I don't want that.
Let's see now. Try now.
Pick a colour. Pick something, because I haven't got anything to draw with. Yes. Okay.
Oh, that's freaky.
Okay, right. We'll do it over. We'll do it over here. Okay.
I can,
Whoa!
it was me. I can delete. Give me a second. I do the eraser and erase everything. Okay. Nice.
Let
Now,
me know.
right. Now, where is it? Oh my goodness, I'm so silly. I don't know that. Okay. Now it's the pen. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I can't see it. Aha. Cool. All right. Okay. But then it hooks round. Ooh. Like that, right? Okay, we got this. We got this.
Oh, I
Hooks
think
round, right? Which then means, can you pick a different color for me, please?
done.
You should.
Yeah, to go all the way around. Well done, you.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then like, so it's open.
Yeah.
Went a bit
Yeah.
crazy there. And this is the wire, so it's not solid. This you can actually see this bit in the middle there. Like that. But do you see what I? Yeah, so it hooks around the back end of it, but the front end's kind of open, and then that will run flush.
It might fell
It
down.
might droop, which is then what made me think, okay, then why don't we then have a back end piece doing that as well? So it hooks
2 parts.
2 parts, so then it would hook on that side and hook on that side, if that made
Yeah.
sense. So it spreads it open, but it's supported.
The only problem that I see is that, so for example, we have, let's see that this is the hooks,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You will have the knicker like, let's see, let's fake for a second that this hook is as tall as the knicker. So we'll go like that. See,
yeah.
I'm not good at this.
That's all right, I get it.
Then there can be another, like another hook behind.
Yeah,
So
it makes it wider. Yeah, you got it, yeah.
and he hooks there. And then of course it will be joined there. Yeah. So
Yeah.
then we'll have the knicker behind.
And then if I show you the fixing for the so
And
these
then-
would be wire, right? So you'd,
I don't know. We can think of something, because if it is wire and that big, it's super heavy. So it need to be something.
no, so like, okay, so like these bits,
Yeah.
these bits would be twisted wire,
Okay.
right? Which would then combine these 2 bits together.
Hmm.
They'd look like that.
Yeah.
And then you would, I see what you mean. This bit would have to be the strongest point so it juts out. So that's the wall. And it juts out like that. Then you'd want, yeah, that's the wall, right? And then you'd want, okay, and then you'd want strong wire, twisted, goes round to there. So this bit here is flush to the wall.
Yeah. So
These bits stick out. So it does, yeah, it looks like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I understand.
So these bits don't have to be that big at all, as long as they've got the right thickness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah.
I think so. They need to be tensed. Let me take the knickers out.
And as long as they're at the right width, that should be easy. Sorry guys, we're going into some like technical stuff now. Well, not even technical, it's just me focusing on presentation. Sorry. Right.
Okay.
To have them like that.
Yes. And the hooks would either, it's up to you if they point in or point out.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally for me, they'd point out so that the tension's correct.
Yeah. I can play around with this.
We'll play around with it. I'd say I'd play around with it, but I'm not promising to anything because you know what it's like at the moment.
Yeah. Unless you want to try as well, and maybe you can send me.
Yeah, I can send you a maquette. I mean, I've got some wire. It's thin wire, but I could send you a maquette, a small one.
But then, yeah, even.
Anyway, sorry guys. Yeah. So anyway. That was a nice little experiment.
Yeah,
I'm going to stop remote control now.
I leave this whiteboard up so that if we want to draw something. Yeah, I think this is all I have to show you for now. Maybe the last thing it might be, the drawing of the gallery space. So the way I was thinking of it, oh geez, I think I've messed something up. Am I messing things up? Yes, I don't know what I've done. One wall has disappeared. I don't know. Let's fake that gap is not existing because there should be something there. It's really annoying me. So the way I was thinking, if we have, for example, a wall of a few meters, maybe 4, then I was thinking, how do we want to present the conversation? And talking to some people in the university, they've said that it could be something nice to have an alcove or a little separate space where the videos can be watched they're in loop, not live or nothing, but there might be a sort of separate with the opaque surface, so that people say that allegedly someone is going to walk in the space, they can walk from one way, watch the videos for a little bit, and then going out, and it's COVID secure. It doesn't need any interaction. Then what do you think of this idea?
Can I share my ideas on that or thoughts on that? I've been to a lot of shows with video or sound, so I think an alcove is a pretty good idea because I think separating it for the quality of sound to remain at a high level is good. I think there should be, is that a bench? I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I don't know what format you guys wanted to do, if you're gonna have just the whole complete thing, but you might consider a lot of editing and just kind of having a faster pace of like sound bits that you think were really important, like little phrases or words, because I've edited a lot of video and people don't have like a long attention span for long conversation. I don't know. That's what I think in general. But,
Yeah.
anyway, that's just, yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
What were you thinking of having just a running video of all the conversations, or were you gonna like edit it down a lot? And
so we were considering both things. I am aware that people don't have a long attention span. Usually it's 3 minutes. So I've been thinking, okay, I know that people, if at all, they will sit there for 1 minute. What can I give in 1 minute? Then another idea was just to play the conversation on a loop as they occurred. So to sort of maybe connect all the conversation that we had since day one in a chronological order. And maybe what I personally have always wanted to see in a video, in a gallery space, is understanding how long is that going to be live. So to have a timer, sort of a time countdown to the end of the portion, so that I know that I can sit here 3 minutes for that to finish. Something quite practical. That can be a little thing that I add in the editing. But my difficulty right in this moment is doing this selection of what's of what has been the very most important moments, because all of our conversations have been very long, hours. So it would be, I agree that people don't have attention, don't have time, or the attention span is very short. So I am prone to that idea of having just tiny sections rather. But it would be good to have some ideas of what to present.
yeah, that's it's so hard to edit video, especially when you're personally involved, because everything seems so crucial, you can also get an outside look if you know someone who edits video. That is helpful because they are not attached. If you still want to edit it, you can also do parts that overlap. So you might find like words that repeat and that you think are interesting, and have them play like one after another or overlap with each other. And there's a lot of things you can do that you don't have to do for the entire part or entire segment, but you can select in or have in select moments to kind of abstract parts of it. There's so much you can do. I'm sure you have experience with that.
I think like another thing to add maybe would be to open it up to all the people who have attended. And go, look, what sticks in your mind about what you attended? Is there a few moments that stood out to you that you found useful? And then it adds to that collaboration thing. So you include those pieces in the video when you represent that discussion. I don't know if because that does half the work for you as well.
I'm taking notes.
You can also play small clips that you're playing with or something for the group at large to respond to, and get feedback on those smaller parts and see what people are connecting to.
Oh, this is a great idea. Oh, absolutely. Thank you for that. Yeah. Sort of, receiving feedback for small portions that Yeah, that could be excellent, actually. I haven't thought of it. Absolutely. So definitely. Adriana, do you have some thoughts?
No, I was having the same thoughts as the other two mentioned, like that you could ask for the participants to check if they, with which part do they resonate more. Or this last idea that Dia gave is really, it's brilliant as well, I think. And I really like the hexagon thing, Val, the way that you are planning to display the knickers and everything. It's super nice, the idea behind the beehive and everything. I think it would work really well.
I was thinking, one thing I didn't mention before about the beehive specifically. Damn it, the piece there is just, oh, I solved it. I solved it. Ah, nice bet. One requirement of the exhibition is to have a 2-page statement, which is here. It's nothing really, it's just nothing. But I was considering what to put in there. So there has to be one part which is my personal artist statement of why I'm doing this as me, Val. But then I really wanted to know if and how we as a group can contribute on. What I wanted to ask is how does every one of us describe this Wombenhood project? Rianne is nodding. So that would be a very interesting information, because of course Rianne and I have been talking about Wombenhood, and in a sense we have coined our way of talking about it, but hearing from the participants and collaborators that have been working with us, it's something that I think is very valuable to ask. It doesn't have to happen now. It can happen in written, or it can happen as an audio recording. We can have a conversation later, or maybe if we think is important, we can have a third co-curatorial conversation just about that. So if we want to think about it, because it's quite a big demand, I think. It's a big ask.
I think like it would tie in really nicely with the fact we need to evaluate the project anyway. So there will be the fact that we will be asking people for feedback. So I think it would tie in nicely with that. This could be the beginnings of that. And I think all it would take is just a simple email out to everyone going, one, what workshops have you attended? 2, which points are significant to you and why during those workshops? 3, what impact has Wombenhood had on you? And 4, you know, what does Wombenhood mean to you? How could you describe it? And I think what you'd get there is pretty much the essence of what, well, and then you need to maybe also put in how are you going to contribute to the hexagon as well? I suppose you might as well do that as well. And how would you like your work to be presented? And it basically be like a proposal. So each person sends like a mini proposal to us, and then what it means is it gives you like an idea, and it gives you all the information you need, because I know you need to send off this proposal soon to the uni, and worst comes to worst, if you only get like 5 people give it back, that's still good enough. That's like still quite a lot to fill up the video time and the statement on the wall. Absolutely. I don't know, it's just an idea.
Yeah, I am.
You can also create, oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can create a word cloud if you want, based on which words appear the most. If you're getting too much content, it might be a way to consider summarizing for the written response from participants.
Yeah.
I know you can do it digitally, but you could do it, you know, analog, and then you could you could consider different ways of doing that if you don't want it to look like digital or to not digital, but like to
kind of formal to
you could
formal.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean with a word cloud, where they gather the words that appear the most, and then the large in actual font size changes. There's a large font size for words that appear the most. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Okay, come on. You want to get out?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I know.
that's similar to mind map or brainstorming.
No, that's
right?
why that's right.
This sort of a cluster of words.
I mean,
coming
that's a
from-
really nice way of visually representing what people have said and things like that as well.
Yeah.
I've got, because some of my artworks in the past have been text-based.
Yeah.
So I've got like all, you know, like I made my own font, and like, so I've got like laser cut wooden letters. And so what I did is I used to draw around them directly onto the wall and then colour them in pencil. But what it created was like a very, you know, it was text on a wall, but it didn't have any surface as such. It wasn't sticking out, or it wasn't like the veneer or anything vinyl.
Painted in.
Yeah, or even painted would be nice, and that kind of thing. And then it becomes like it's like concrete poetry. It becomes its own artwork and its own thing, and that's like a complete paradox within itself. It's like a big thing, and I'd be very excited to explore something like that.
Yeah, the laser cut is something that if we were in normal times, I would have explored. But
oh yeah, yeah.
So right now I had to think, what can I do by myself? So I was able to source the Dibon prints because I was able to make the files and send them to the print place, and they just send them back to me. I am able to find type of hoops, and I need to be able to make things here. Or I've got some tools, so I'm able to do stuff. But I rather not rely on the university facilities because it's chaos right here.
Yeah.
But definitely, that one there can be absolutely something that can be explored. Maybe if not this time, another. Because I am very conscious that this could even be just digital online exhibition. So unfortunately, I don't think that people will be able to see the physical responses. It will be very high quality videos or photo, but after all, that's just digital. So I would definitely keep that. I put a note.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention actually of what we was discussing last time with Amber, is the fact that we're making something that's very tactile in some respect.
Yeah.
And so putting it on like a digital print or something like that removes that, and it might take away some elements of the person's work. And so we were trying to think about how can we explore representing it, that object. And I think we were talking about doing like videos of the objects, sort of people feeling them and things like that, so that people can get an idea of what that object is actually like in 3D in front of you in reality, rather than it being VR, sort of just doing a video of it as well. But I don't know what you guys think of that. I think the question I wanted to ask, I don't know if that's all right, Val, to ask, is from Adriana and Dia, is what do you have any ideas yet of what you want your knicker to be or your contribution to be, and how would you ideally like it presented? Because I know that the deadline we've got is the 1st of April, and sort of we need to start thinking about that kind of the presentation side of things as well. So I just wanted to ask if you guys have any ideas or, you know, touch base really with all of that.
Yeah, I definitely have an idea because I have these sculpted paper mache pieces that I had painted pink and maroon a long time ago, and I never knew what to do with them. and they have a very organic, interesting handmade quality. So I wanted to use those. They're very lightweight. So I was thinking of a small sculpture using those and then incorporating fabric and thread.
Okay, cool. That's really exciting.
Beautiful.
And I suppose it's what I'm thinking here is a realistic thing of, I suppose, similar to Adriana. If you're still in Brazil, unfortunately, I don't know yet. I was going to ask. You are, yeah. So it's with both of you being international, how this physical object is going to come to us. And I think if it's a paper-based sculpture, you know, it's that which we all know with transferring artwork everywhere and things like that, is how that fragility might impact, you know, through the delivery of it to us, what might happen to it and things like that. So I'm quite interested in your thoughts on that, Dia. Will you be sending us the physical piece, or will it just be like a video or a photo?
No, I'll send it to you. I'm going to work on it this weekend and see what I can get done. I'll try to, I kind of lost track of time. I'm sorry. And I didn't realize, you know, the deadline was coming up, but I do want to respect and work with your deadline, and I will try to send it through the mail. So I will, yeah, I'm going to try and make something and send it off soon.
Fantastic.
The next week or so.
Let us know like the fee and things. If you struggle with any financial or anything like that, then let us know, because of course we're asking you to send it to us as well. And as it's international, you know, we didn't really expect that. We expected it to be
I'll
UK
pay for it. You guys are students. You know, I'm on unemployment, but I'm fine. So don't worry about me. I'll pay for it, and you guys, it's my contribution.
Oh, thank you
Really
so
appreciate
much.
that.
But in general, should things change, or even for you, Adriana, I know that you wanted to bring it here. Let me know if you want a contribution, even for the petrol to drive here, because, you know, I am prepared to cover the cost of the shipping, for example.
Thank you, Val, for that. But don't worry as well. All good from my side. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because I'm personally conscious that during this year in a pandemic, organizations have been arranging workshops with making processes and things, and they've always asked people to use their own materials, apart from Helen and other people that have provided the materials to the people participating. So I received materials to make a workshop, and I found that extremely generous and actually thoughtful for an organization to do. So we wanted to, you know, at least provide the materials and covering the shipping costs.
I think it's a big part of what we want to do going forward with the projects, of course, because we'll be reaching out, hopefully, to quite a few communities, and a lot of these communities, we want it to be inclusive to all, really. We want everyone to be involved without having to worry about cost or anything like that. And so we want to be able to offer the materials and things like that if people need it. So yeah, really appreciate the fact that you're both prepared to send it over to us. I think it's really exciting. So Adriana, what are you going to do? What you think?
Yeah, mine will be a common knicker, and I'm going to write like a kind of poetry hanging from it. And there will be a kind of collage as well, just to represent what we have done in our workshop. So it's going to be pretty easy, I think, for you to display it. It would work nicely, either on the hexagon, close to a wall, or in a hanger as well. It will not be difficult to display it. So all good.
Oh, that's brilliant.
All good.
So excited.
I am so excited. I'm actually very grateful that I will receive these objects. So the wait for them is just, oh my God, it's Christmas again.
Yeah.
It's been Christmas so often this year. And I want to stress once again that we're not after perfection. I think it's just beautiful to see the making process, as well as, you know, the thing that is, it doesn't have to be finished, it doesn't have to be exceptional, because it's about the journey that has happened on top of this object. And if you want later on, of course, if you have a title for the artifact or the response, do let us know. And then one other thing that I was thinking, but this is for later, is how to acknowledge the presence of everyone. So I was thinking there are a few options. We could have the name of each person beside the object, or we can have all the names listed in the A4 pages, like right there, so that everyone is acknowledged. And then in the online website, we can give each one of us the space with all the responses of that person, so that everyone can have, say, the title of the work, if it has a title, the materials, and the name of the maker, if this is something that we deem important. Oh, this disappeared. Maybe that's just the video.
Yeah, it's just the video, I think.
So yeah, this is something that we can think about, because of course this is the exhibition in a physical space, but then the website is gonna be live, and that will be another platform for the responses to be shown. And that is something that I have in my mind, but it's not completed or final in any way. So I'm gonna guide you through that. I don't know if it is too much, all of this information, or if I can keep going with my ideas. Shall I dedicate that to another time?
No, keep on going.
It's nice. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So, for example, my idea initially, it was to have this hexagonal cluster full of all the responses. This being digital, we can have it just with the digital shapes of each response that was made. The text for now is nothing, it's just there are quotes that were relevant for me. And then if I can, because this is skills I don't have exactly right now, but if I can, my idea was to click on one hexagon and do a pop-up menu where you can watch, you can look at the actual object, if it is three-dimensional with all the photos or the video, and then you can close that one, and then you click on another one, boom, and it comes out. A little bit like I was able to do with these ones here. So this is a pop-up menu, and then you close it. Then you click on another part, and let's say that there are images in every hexagon that you can click and open. Would this be something interesting?
I like the idea a lot. I think it's a great idea for people to have another platform to access as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be just the response that you mean is the Knicker, Val, is the artwork or the words as well, like from the kind of questionnaire that Rian mentioned. That
So
each one of
we
us
can decide this. We can decide that. What I mean by responses is everything from the knickers, maybe the collage or assemblages that we've done during your session. It might be the written poetries that we've done with Letitia. It might be something else that you've done in your own time that you feel is connected with the DIY Knicker Kit project, and that you want to contribute, that you want for it to be present in the space, because it is right for you to show that piece of writing, audio, or other type of response. And in this digital format, it can be anything. If it is a video, I can just embed the link. So for example, these ones here, they are videos that you can click on here, but they are linked to an external site. You don't see it because it's embedded in the coding. But yeah, like these are, if you click on these, there is a document. So it works like that. It can be
super nice, like so organized.
Oh, I spend hours doing that.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, but it's
So,
a great job, so beautiful. Mhm.
if, for example, is a document, a PDF, I can have that as a PDF and I can place it like this. Or if you prefer for it to be a text on this background, I can have it as an image. So there's so many possibilities, and it
Mhm.
doesn't, that one on the website, it doesn't have to be completed by the same deadline. We can explore this. This is where the exhibition is one deadline, is a sort of phase one completed
Yeah.
of DIY Knicker Kit project, because we don't want to finish this there.
Yeah.
Our interest is very much to keep going with this
I
group.
think it'll be a rolling thing, really, where more people contribute to it, which would be really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so it can be
Yeah,
anything.
I
So
love
in
the
this
idea.
case, for example, at that stage when I did the photo, I only had the knickers I made and Rianne, and I took a photograph of the parcel,
Mhm.
the documentation, and I said, okay, let's put it there. It can be
And it's really nice visually.
Yeah.
Like as it is, it's already nice, you know. So can you imagine when it's ready with all of the responses, how beautiful it will be?
Yeah. And of course,
Mhm.
with Rianne, we've been thinking of various exhibitions, you know. If, for example, say that we are invited by an organization to present this project, it's not like we have one way to do it. We have many ways. We can do, again, presenting the knickers and the hexagons physically. We have the documentations, we have the videos, we have this beehive structure. Actually, I always called it like that, beehive structure.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you have
I think it's yeah, because what I wanted to add with these sessions is I think we've run out of time now, but what I want to push going forward once we get this exhibition out the way is, okay, where do you guys want to take it next? Like, what has inspired you? What other things can we do? Naturally, the ones I want to do probably isn't good to link to the name Wombenhood, because I wanted to, as we discussed, like, it's not a good idea, Anne, because I wanted to like start putting posters up and things, you know, creating a bit of nuisance. But I'm really interested to hear where people want to take it, if they also want to collaborate and do something underneath the name with a group of people and things like that, and be really excited to see where it will go. So I think that's like food for thought. Like, any ideas for exhibitions or performances or projects or anything like this, we strongly encourage people to sort of say something about it and take the lead, really, because there's so much potential with what we want to do with this. I mean, I call it an organization, because really I'm hoping it will eventually do. I'm doing the hand thing again. Hopefully it will get into that once we get funding and things like that as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, in a way, we were thinking that Wombenhood is the umbrella, and the DIY Knicker Kit project is project number 1. And then wherever can happen many projects, like from now to the years to come. It's not something final.
It just ends. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ends in
maybe just to
July.
have an idea about what everybody else is thinking. Like, you could add a question on the questionnaire that Rianne mentioned, just for you guys to have an idea of what people are thinking we could do in the future, you know, together. What could we develop together? I think it would be nice as well.
I think
Idea. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, is she all right?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all right. It's just like a headbutt there that happened, I feel.
I was gonna say I would love to have the Womanhood project like make a stop over here. It's so hard to plan right now because everything is so in flux and closed, and I think the very few gallery spaces that are actually functioning right now, because all the galleries and museums in California are closed. But that's not the case for the rest of the United States. So it just depends where you live.
Mm.
But yeah, I think the current ones that are actually functioning are like so impacted that I don't know how far into the future they book their space.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know a lot of people here, and I think,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be really cool to have it come over here if it works out to have like physical objects travel. I don't know, just something to think about for the future.
Absolutely. That's
So, yeah. I mean, that reminds me of a performance.
I don't know if it's just me, but I can't hear you very well.
No,
Dia.
I think it's the
Coordinated. Yeah, so no,
Well, that's-
sorry, we're nearing nap time.
Oh. I think it reminds me of so I took part in like a library.
Mhm.
It's part of the local university, a group of people, an artist from up north, can't remember the name, and they did the traveling library. And you add some art pieces to it.
I'm still on my phone.
Do you have to go, Dia?
I'll write my thoughts later in an email.
Okay,
I'm gonna have to
perfect.
go. Yeah, thanks
Thank
so
you
much for
so
letting us
much.
background
Thank you
and
so much
noise.
for
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
juggling between us and the daughter. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I love what you're doing. So far. It looks wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We'll see you next time then. And maybe we can do another session around about this time, which seems maybe easier for people in California. I don't know if you can hear us, because for me, her image is frozen.
Same.
But well, if you can hear us, Dia, thank you so much. And yeah, we can have an email exchange, and absolutely give us your thoughts via email. That's perfect.
Yeah, so I was saying, so like this library goes round to galleries and places like that, and people get a chance to add to it, the art library. So then they add a piece to it. So I've got some pieces in it, and it will continue, it will tour round, and there's like a performance that goes with it. And what Dia said there about all our objects like going over to America and then people adding to them physically sounds really exciting. And then it's sort of maybe going to Brazil, I don't know, and places like that. Canada, got, and it's zooming around as well. So it's not just the UK, it's like everywhere, and like the beehive grows bigger.
A touring exhibition. Yeah, that would be very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Because right now the countries we have touched with the people participating is Brazil, America. Well, it's just California, really. California. We have two people around California, Dia and another participant. Then it's Italy because of me. So Sicily, really. Then we have India because of Mira. And then we have Leicester And I want to say Madrid, but it's not Madrid. Oh my God.
Loco.
What's the name of this? Manchester. Madrid.
Ah, yes.
We got Manchester.
Norfolk is my grandma.
Right, Norfolk. Yeah, but then I am trying right now, something else I'm doing on top of everything else is connecting elsewhere. So I'm asking Italian friends if there is a way for us to do a conversation in Italian. So to have things happening there. And maybe, Adriana, if collaborating with us in this way, there is a chance to do something in your mother language at home, because I think
definitely, because I had some
difficult.
friends asking me about it.
Right. So yeah,
Sorry.
and then of course the difficulty there, it's only the subtitles. That's it. Because then the documents can be translated, and everything, the discussion can happen in whatever language. And then if we make sure to have the subtitles, I am going through this process right now, because I had a conversation with an Italian friend of mine, which I still, sorry Bianca, I still haven't managed to complete the subtitles. It's forever. It's not just in Italian, it's the translation of the conversation of 3 hours.
And it takes time. Yeah, it takes a bit of time to, it's like a transcription, isn't it?
I think this is something we could put in a funding application for. There'll be a pot of money somewhere where we can pay a translator or someone to go look, or at least pay people for their time to translate for us.
That's all to do with the editing department and post-production.
Just someone solely to do that, or a group of people, or even for us, well, not me because I only speak English, it's awful, but
I thought the same. Like here, I could try to do the translation into when it comes to Portuguese, but if I do not have enough time, it would be nice as well for other people to translate it, and they will learn a bit about the project as well. You know, I had plenty of friends asking me, because I posted on Instagram. I have posted, and they asked me, what is it about? And then they asked me, and I was like, no, it's a group, and I explained what was it about. And they were like, wow, I would love to have a group like that. And I told them how was the workshop, not only the one that me and Rianne held, but how the concept is, and how everybody felt really comfortable to share, like even personal stuff, and how we realized it, like that people are really looking for a place to feel safe, to be themselves, you know. And they were like, wow, this is amazing, because I think everybody's really thirsty for something like that, not only in the UK. So I think it's a very nice idea.
And you know, this is I think with Rianne, ever since the beginning, we said we were willing to say, give it to others and have one sort of a massive umbrella of things happening. And I think it's all only to do with time that we can put into it and resources that we can gather from external bodies. It doesn't have to be only art organizations. And actually, I think that it can be totally outside of the institutions, meaning institutions of art. It doesn't have to be a project that runs through art. We use art, but it doesn't have to go right only in that way. But like it can be educational. Sex education in school, for example. I can't wait to have the time to really think of how to present a program of a few, I don't know, 10, 15 meetings with kids in school to discuss this topic. And I mean, young people that are going to have experienced menstruation within the year. So what, 11, 12, 13. Because we can do that with them, both everyone, every gender and every person in the class, maybe to the professors as well. So to, you know, That's, oh my goodness, so interesting. I had so many ideas, and yeah, I think I think we can talk about this for the future. That
It's
can be
essential that we do, because then
Definitely.
the more, as I keep on saying, I keep on hooking on about this, but the more funding pots we get,
Yep.
more time we can all focus on it. And I hate that it is money is time, but of
Yep.
course once we get money to do this, I can just stop the job at Aldi, and then you'll have me full time.
Yeah.
And it's little things like that, and it's giving money to, let's say, Adriana, to deliver your end, and to give your money out to your community, or you find funding pockets within Brazil. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then we talk to them, and then things like that, which will then enrich our
Yeah.
funding pots back at home, because we'll be made international. And it's getting bigger, and it's talking to America, and it's just making sure to begin with that our core values and our core aims are solid. And we're growing them. And the good thing is with Val, with your clearing, you know, your organization and the way that things are recorded and captured, and the ethos that we're creating, it's really easy to show that to funders and go, look at what we've done. But look, we've got a group of people that are wanting to take this on. All we need is money for us to live, basically, and do this at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's quite an international group, no? So it will be easier in this sense for things to flourish for other sides as well. You know, it's really nice. I honestly think this is the seed of a very good project. You know, it's already flowering, flourishing, right?
Yeah.
When it's
Flourishing, yeah.
it's already blooming, like that. Yeah. But we can do a lot of nice things, a lot.
Absolutely.
And yeah, she has a lot of ideas. She works with scenarios and things like that.
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
show
she does.
you. Her work is very interesting. Is a sculptural.
I'm really excited that she also wants to be a big part of it.
Oh yeah,
Incredible.
I am very.
I
grateful.
feel that each one is bringing a different kind of knowledge, and this is really, really cool.
This is Dia's work.
Look
Her
at that.
background is in theater. Her family, she was born in a family of artists. Beautiful, beautiful place where to be.
Super beautiful.
And
I think a really exciting thing is she does
this one
textile.
here, it's so,
That's nice. That's really
this one,
exciting.
it kind of speaks our language.
Look at that. It's really nice.
Because it's about the process that brought her there, and it's the durational. I'm very interested in participatory, durational, not necessarily a performative is something that happened to be always present in my work. I don't do that on purpose, but yeah.
I think the really interesting thing with what Dee is putting in is the fact that her work's very textural and sculptural.
It is.
And she's wanting to present these sculptures.
This one.
Things like that. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we might get a taste of. You know, I think that's really exciting.
And then, of course, if we had fundings, all the participants would be paid to participate. In my mind, so everyone would have a share of the part of the fundings, so that you can dedicate, say that you can dedicate 8 hours a month to the job, to the project. So
I think it's more, well, this is where we need to have a chat, because I feel like that's more of like a collaborator thing. I think a participant really is open to pretty much everyone, and I don't think some people can even find the time to put 8 hours in. Do you know what I mean? So it'd be more of like that money would go on to materials and things like that in some way.
Absolutely. But then, of course, yeah, I meant collaborator.
Sorry. I was like,
they're a bit blurred even in my mind. But then, for example, in the case of Dia, she's an artist. So the work that she's going to present to us is her artwork. So although she's participating, she's contributing as a participant. If we had some money, I would yeah, this is something we can talk about later on and decide later on when we have the money, how do we want to spend it? For now, it's just ideas. But yeah, definitely. Oh, look at this one here, for example.
It's
How
brilliant, her
gorgeous.
work.
Mm.
Amazing.
How amazing. So yeah, and I've been thinking for my knickers, I have made some already, but there is one I've been thinking of making with the cuttings of paper that I've been doing. Let's see if I can find it. I took some photos, and I'm very excited about that because I really like to combine materials. Let's see. It's a mess, guys. It's a mess, but I know where everything is. No, I can't. No, it's not there. I don't remember. But yeah.
Something we can look forward to.
Right,
I'm gonna have to go. I've got to be up at 4:30, so
Goodness. Okay, we can close now.
if that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
lovely to see you again, Adriana.
Lovely to see you as well, my dear. Hopefully we'll meet in person soon.
I hope
That
so.
would be
That'd
great.
be so
Rianne,
Don't work too hard, Rianne.
I know. Well, the more work I do now, I
I
can
know.
then stop work and focus on
know.
Wombenhood later on.
yeah,
That's my aim.
Take
Get
care
through
of
it now.
yourself a bit, all right?
Yeah,
Take
yeah,
care
I
of
am.
yourself.
Rianne,
Yeah,
I forgot
thank
to tell you something. Today I had a tutorial with the
What?
university, and I've asked in the eventuality that there is an online exhibition, there might be the possibility to host workshops during the time, because if there is going to be an exhibition of some sort, the university will invite specific people to come. So in that case, that's a fantastic opportunity for us, so we can do one or more workshops. And I was thinking, definitely, what's your ritual is a winning one. Now I've hosted it 3 times, and then maybe the 2 of yours, that can be another fantastic one, because it can happen as it has happened already, so online. And that will, the people invited are from art organizations and institutions around the country.
Oh, part of me is like, but they're going to steal it. Are we going to? I'm going to have to get Phil's just messaged me. Actually, we're going to have to get Phil to copyright our stuff, because I'm looking at copywriting Wombenhood, and this person I know is offered to do it for free.
Oh yeah, please.
As long as we can copyright it, because knowing these devious, oh there you go, this is recorded. Knowing these devious organizations,
This is our project. We have got so
cut this out.
documentation.
They'll take that from us.
Yeah, we have got so much documentation that it would be very hard to prove that this is the stealers. Right.
It's
But
happened in the
I
past to me.
I am very waiting for this copyright. The little, what is it? The little R, the little.
I know, it's all right. I'm working on it. We know why it's been stopped, but it's annoying because someone locally, or a local art organisation has stolen my bad pancake thing, and it's because I'm just too slow, and I just haven't focused on it. Luckily, it hasn't been as successful, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm still clinging to mine. I'm still going to go on with it when I can. Of course, this is going to work, but it just annoys me. It's like, this is my baby, and you've just stolen it from me. All
this is
very
gonna if this is gonna happen, we are gonna call all the Wombenhood participants, and we're gonna go on a war in front of the house of this person. Like,
don't steal our baby. Right, anyway, on that note, I need to go to sleep.
So see you
Have a
later.
nice rest, my dear. Mwah.
Ciao.
Bye, take
Bye,
care.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.